Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda. So today we have generation selects, secons. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to combine them together to either form King Poseidon or Piranacon. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start with the legs. So first of all, we'll go ahead and remove Turtler right here. And we got Sea Wing right here. We'll go ahead and remove him along with Lobclaw. We'll go ahead and use those two, Tentakil, and yeah, we'll go ahead and remove those. Alright, so first of all, we'll go ahead and use Tentakil. He's actually going to be our left leg. First thing we want to do is we'll go ahead and move these arms down. Flip up this mouthpiece right here and flip down the face. On the top of the head, we're going to bend it over, connect it from there to there. And it'll snap right into place. And the connector right underneath here, flip that up. That doesn't snap in, it just kind of rests up there. And we'll bring that face place back down. Flipping the tentacles. Flip up the feet. And the other foot. I'll go ahead and tab that tentacle into the bottom of the foot. Along with that one also. I'll go ahead and flip that upside down. And the connector bit's in the back. Go ahead and flip that up. Go ahead and take a foot from Turtler and connect that to the bottom. It kind of showing how to, let's get some ratchet so you can move forward, back, side to side. But you have to be careful because this one, he doesn't stay connected. He doesn't tab in very well, so he will bend or kind of curve a little bit. So I'm going to kind of fix that. There he goes. He's straight now. Right, and for the right leg, we'll go ahead and use golf. So we'll flip off the tail, flip up that fin, bring the feet out. Go ahead and open those panels up and then rotate the body around. Go ahead and collapse that down. Close up the panels. So you want to be careful with the panels. You want to make sure that everything is tabbed in together or is straight on there, as you'll see right here. So you got to make sure that that's straight so that it closes all the way. Once that closes all the way, then we'll go ahead and tab these legs into the side. Right there, like that. And we'll go ahead and bring that head down and then split the arms. Flip those out like that and straighten it out. Rotate around. Flip the head around, and then we'll rotate the connector bit out. And that's just so that the head's not facing out whenever you flip it around. Rotate the arms down. And then we'll bring the head down just a little bit. There's a connector that's kind of inside there. It just kind of snugly fits in there. And then we'll tab, there's a tab on the head that tabs into the arms, into the back of the arms. You kind of see that spot right in there. Right, and then we'll take another foot from Turtler. Oh, actually, we got to connect the fin in that kind of fills in some of the gaps. And then now the foot from Turtler. There we go, tab it in right underneath there. And we got both legs now. So go ahead and move on to the body, which that is Turtler. You should see there, flip the legs up. And straighten the feet out. And we'll fold those around the back. That's where our connectors for the legs will be. Go ahead and bring this head down, and untab that, bring the legs down, fold that in. Do that for the other side. Get that all snag in and just leave it like that for a second. And flip this around, and these guns will pull out and then go down to the back and then flip back in. So you can see that with this side a little bit better. So then you just push it right back in. You don't have to disconnect them and flip them around to the other side. Now here you'll take this piece of the shell and open that up. You have to be careful because sometimes it will pop off, but got lucky that time it didn't pop off. But you open up this piece right here. It's a little tricky. You have to use a little bit of force sometimes. There we go. All right, and then we'll bring the head up. This is the combiner head. And close those panels back up. Then we'll bring this back up, and the click that you hear will be this pink piece. That's clicking into place, and then it kind of tabs up in the top. Not very good, but it tabs up there. And then back here, we'll fold this piece up, and that'll tab. The head will tab into the back there. And we'll extend out the gun barrels. They're a little tight, so you have to use a little bit of force. Right, so both are extended now. And turn it around, and the last pieces we'll go ahead and flip up these chrome bits. See how it's really easy to untab from the top, but you just tab that right back in, just like that. All right, so we'll go ahead and connect the legs. Tentakil first, and then Gulf on the right side. Alright, now we'll work on the arms, so we'll start with Kraken first. I really do like his other name, Sea-Wing, but in Japanese is Kraken. So we'll extend out the legs. So we'll get stuck sometimes. There we go. And then combine them back together. Tab them back together. Make sure the tails tab together. Flip that up. Flip the legs down. We'll come up here, disconnect the arms from the chest piece, the head of the ray, fold those panels down, and then we'll bring this up, make sure that that red blue piece is there, and bring down the head. And then we'll bring the arms around and fold that up, and that'll tab into the side. There we go, and then do the other side. Okay. And then the next thing we do is we gotta get these wings. We'll fold those around, and those will kind of tab. You can see there's a spot there. Gotta make sure. Okay, there we go. And then the other side. There you go. And our connector. All right. So since Kraken is going to be our left arm, gonna make sure that we get all this. There you go, just like that. We'll make sure that it's like a double bending elbow. So that's why I do that side. And get any of the hands, any of the 5 hands that we have, and we'll connect it. Just make sure that the thumb is pointing the right direction. Okay. And next up is Lobclaw. So Lobclaw here, remove the tail. He's going to be our right arm. And go ahead and bring that up and open that up. Close it back down. And flip those down. Those will tab into the bottom of the legs. All right, and then close those feet. And we'll bring the head back. And we want to twist the, no, don't twist the head around because we want, yeah, okay, yeah, twist the head around so that it's not visible from the top. And you gotta fold this around a certain way. Just go ahead and look at how that is. And that's how you need to fold it, because otherwise it'll get in the way of the head. I'll bring the arms around, twist that, and do it with the other side also. just like that, and then those will tab into the top of his antenna. Alright, and so since this is going to be our right arm, go ahead and situate this leg so that it's bending just like that, and we'll use a hand. There we go. That's the wrong way. See, if you just flip it over, then you can flip the thumb to the other side, which are really cool. It's pretty much a new thing that they're doing with these. They haven't done it with any of the other ones. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and connect them to the arms, or to the shoulders, the arms to the shoulders. It's Kraken, and then Lobclaw. They just slide right in. There it goes. Alright, sometimes that makes that a little forward heavy, so I bend the knees back just a little bit. And now we'll go ahead and connect or create the gun, and for the gun we're using Overbite. So straighten out this tail. We're going to flip that in. I know I'm a little off camera here. If you need instructions, you can look at his individual video and it'll help out a lot. Go ahead and bend the head down just like that. And we'll tab that in. We'll go ahead and bring these legs down. Make them point out like that, and then they'll tab into the side. Just like that. And then we'll take the arms, flip those around, and those will tab into the side also. Right there. And then do the other side. Just like that. And then we'll rotate the hands around so the claws are facing forward. Alright. And we'll take the arm, flip that forward. There on the hand there's a little panel that you want to open up, and that's where you'll tab in your guy. Alright, so the Weapon Master tabs into the top of the hand. Make sure everything's connected. Now they are really heavy. I did forget to put the gun on there, so the gun will connect in where the foot or where the hand would normally fit in on the bottom of the feet. So tab that in there. And the gun's way too heavy for him to pick up, so you need some kind of support if you're going to pose him or anything. Now go ahead and we'll make the kind of trident sword. We're going to use the sword from Turtler, and then we have to use two pieces. These two pieces. Tab those in. And then you'll take these two pieces and tab those in. Now this one I did crack by tabbing it in. You see the crack right there. So what I had to do is I had to sand that off just a little bit. You want to be careful not to sand too much, just a little bit, and then it'll fit in there nice and snug. So you take that and you want to slide it into the hole that's in between the thumb and the hand. So go ahead and slide that in. You can see that's where we're sliding it into that hole. It's on that thumb. Take the thumb and just tab that axe into the bottom. You don't really need it, but it's supposed to be there. That's where it's put. That's what the instructions say to do. Go ahead and tab that hand back in, and now you have that trident spear sword thing. It's fully built. And this is the King Poseidon mode. So let's see. Alright, so now if you wanted to create him into Piranacon mode, this is the basically most used mode according to the TF Wiki. We'll go ahead and do that, and the way that you do that is we'll just take off the arms and we'll swap both of Lobclaw and Overbite. So with Overbite, we'll take him, he'll become the arm. So it's basically, that's going to be the same. We just need to extend the legs out. That's all we need to do. Just want to make sure that everything's straight on there whenever you close it back up. So reconnect everything, legs, and close that back up. So tab in there. I'm going to take the fin, we'll push those in. Sometimes it's a little hard, so you might need to, go ahead and split that apart and push individual fin in, and then go ahead and reconnect it. And tab in the feet on the side of the legs. And tab in our hand. Go ahead and situate the arm now so it's turning the right way, or facing the right way. And then we'll slip these claws around, reconnect them back into the side. And push them in real tight. Just like that, yeah, real tight. Okay. Right, and then got to post that hole up at the top so the weapon master will go in there. And now we'll turn this guy into a weapon master. Now everything there will pretty much stay the same, except we're going to take and then collapse this in. Just collapse the legs in. Everything in the front will stay the same. All right, close that up. There we go. I think we leave the legs just like that. And now we need to take the gun portions. So we have his gun, and then we have the tail. The tail will flip out into another gun, and we'll tab that to this gun. Yeah, right there. So we'll tab into there. All right, and we'll tab that into right there. We did this upside down, so we got to rotate this around. So just rotate that. Yeah, there we go, like that. And there's the weapon master for Piranacon. And for Piranacon, he would actually be called Nautilator. So Nautilator into Overbite. Overbite's still the same. Alright, so this 360-degree look of Piranacon. Now, Piranacon does have a bunch of different transformations, so this is just one of them that I'm using because the TF Wiki says that this is pretty much the most used one. So, like I was saying, the gun is very heavy, so it's not going to hold up. You're going to need some kind of support. Now for articulation, you can see here at the shoulder, it's a nice ratcheting joint in the elbows. And the head will twist left and right. And coming down here to the hips, it's a ratchet joint. It's really strong in there. And then you can twist, and then the knee joints, it's the connector bit. So, and then for the foot, let me go and put this down and pull the foot off. It's just easier to show like this. So there is a connector. You can bend forward, back, left, and right. So I want to show off this fan-made gun mode that I made. So you can see here, we got a bunch of different guns. So in the middle of it, we have, you can see Turtler's gun right here. And then we have Nautilator's guns, or Golf's guns. And then underneath that is Kraken's. And then we have these two guns right here. And what you can do is, if you want to, you can actually connect this to the weapons master. So what we'll do is bring this up. Now let me go ahead and take that off. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. Now, let me fix this guy now. Okay, so what we can do is we'll just pull this gun off and we can put these on. Now I haven't figured out how to put every single gun on there, but this looks pretty good like this. As you can see, like I don't know where to put this gun. I'm not really sure since it's not symmetrical. We can put it underneath here, but it looks different on the left and the right sides. So you got that fin right there. So I'm not really sure where to put it at, but you can put it in here. It's really tight. It's really super tight, and it really scares me to push it in there. But I can push it into here, but once again, it's going to be only on one side. It'll fit in there, but it's going to be really long too. I wish there was a spot where we could just put it on top. Maybe put it there, I guess. But then we still have the lobster tail. I don't know what to do with that. But just connect that onto there. All right, back on the fist. Okay. But it's going to go ahead and do it for this video review of King Poseidon and Piranacon. If you did enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that. This is Tambeyoda, and I'll see you guys next time.